year, I went to a private college. I started there with a 12-month contract, and then they rolled me over onto ongoing, and I was there for another 3 years, and in that third term there, I went on maternity leave, and I've been on mat leave since then.
Because by the end of your pregnancy, you're tired, you're ready to start this whole new chapter of your life.
At the time, I was like, I'll go back part-time. It'll be easy. Teaching is made for parents, right? What a lie that was.
I've known a lot of women that have gone on maternity leave as a teacher, and I don't know any that have gone back full-time. I think that's quite interesting. I mean, I know quite a few of them have gone back part-time, and I even know some that haven't even gone back at all, not even to do CRT work.
I've got a newborn. I'm a little nervous. Well, not nervous. I'm going back full-time. The only problem is it's on the other side of the city, so it will be a little bit hectic. The only thing that worries me is the breastfeeding, but she's such an easy baby. It's kind of sad to be away from her, but that's the way it is for me at the moment. I feel like I've ended up at one of the schools that really support women so much. I love them. I just wish they were on this side of the city.
The principal retired a couple of years ago. I really liked him. He was the one who hired me. He made the decision for me to come back part-time 2 days a week.
I tried to go back at the start of 2018, and I asked for like 2 or 3 days a week. But the best that they could do was give you like 2 days over 4 days or something like that. And it just really hasn't quite rolled through the way I thought it was going to. I thought like between each kid that I'd go back and teach 1 or 2 days a week. But it just hasn't worked like that. And
I guess maybe if I have another baby, see if I can go back part-time or even CRT maybe.
I went back to do CRT work at my old school, and that was really good. I was getting regular work. I think I offered 3 or 4 days, or I offered all of them. I can't remember. But we had grandmas close by, so they were a really good help. And then I got pregnant again, and then the second one came along. So I had, I think, 2016 and 2017 off. And then 2018, I went back to do CRT work, and I got regular work. I mean, I didn't go through an agency or anything. I did find it interesting working at a few different schools because they've all got their different bell times. I worked at one school and their bell times are 1 hour. But my current school are 50-minute blocks. I remember I was getting them ready. I would say, pack up time. And I'm looking at the clock and going, why is the bell not going? What do I do? Oh my gosh, we've still got 20 minutes to go. It's a lot to get your head around sometimes.
Because I had a baby before I came back from maternity leave, I got to have another 2 years, and then I've had another baby since then, and I was going to resign actually. I was fairly sure I'd get another 2 years, and they were like, oh, I'm not sure what happens after a third baby.
I'm very comfortable. I've been given everything I've wanted to, like coming back part-time into a specialist position that I wanted to do with the year level that I wanted. I was so happy. Whereas a lot of people who come back and go back straight into the classroom part-time, I think that's quite challenging actually.
I just can't get back into work being English. They really want me back 4 days a week. So I'm like, what am I going to do?
A lot of people have asked me, would I go back to full-time teaching? I don't think I would. It's really different once you have kids. I mean, the amount of hours that you put in out of hours doing research and making resources, no, I don't think I can do that. And I've heard now that there's more admin and paperwork than before, so it's crazy. I mean, I can't imagine putting in the same amount of effort as I did before. I think your priorities change a lot.
Yeah, came back here, and I've got friends here. I know the school works, so I can leave at 4 o'clock most days and get home to my baby and my wife and whatnot.
I was doing CRT when I was back in Australia, and I found that really amazing. I really found doing CRT, I really loved it. I feel like we don't give our CRTs enough credit. They're not given any credit at all in schools. Like, why don't we value casual teachers a lot more?
As a CRT, I'd go to heaps of schools and say, I can work every day, what have you got for me? And I think the convenience and the pay is really good. And I still get school holidays off as a CRT. But really, I feel you don't really teach anything. I mean, I feel like CRT work, especially with the little ones, is more like classroom management for the whole day. It's like, I don't feel you teach anything really worthwhile.
So my first term back was a real struggle. I was breastfeeding and I was pumping in my breaks, but they weren't giving me the correct amount of time, so I was having yard duties as well. And because of staffing swaps, I was given extra classes, so I went to the leadership team and I was like, no, it's not good enough. I'm not doing it anymore. It was really funny because since having a kid, I was like, no, I need to look after myself. Before that, I would have gone on every camp. I would have gone to every meeting. But I was like, nah, I can't. I'm already struggling coming back.
I did all my research and I ended up having a meeting with my campus principal and said, look, is it just that you don't want me coming back? Is this a personal thing? Because I feel like I've been treated terribly. Oh, no, we can't believe you think that, blah, blah, blah. So I should be allowed to have 10 keep in touch days where you get to essentially keep your skills up. And that's not a school thing. That's written into the maternity leave workplace rights or whatever it is. So then they sort of backpedaled and offered me a couple of days, but they've just not been good about it at all. So I haven't resigned. That is why I'm doing my Master of Library Teaching, because I'm like, if they can give me 1 day a week in the library, that's something, like I'll take that. I guess I'll just have to see what happens.
That year, my friend and I, we started our own small business. She's a primary school teacher as well, and our kids are roughly the same age. And we started a preschool class. Yeah, incorporating all the stuff we knew. We run it in cafes, and parents can have a coffee while we teach their kids for an hour or so.
I probably will eventually go back full time, but I might also study.
Yeah, I think the whole maternity leave thing, going back to work, is a really interesting issue.